Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to get a sound check for our Facebook Live. If you will, give us a thumbs up, and we'll be here in just a few minutes.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're having a pleasant day. Beautiful day outside, a little chilly. Seemed like Saturday all day to me for some reason. Do appreciate everyone tuning in today, and I do have a couple things. Had some calls today, and also, well, actually since Wednesday, people's concerned about, the actual reporting, the numbers, and all this. And as far as, we're still, Dade County is still the same today, which is great. But there's a feeling out there that there's more that's being not reported, or that we're, actually not getting correct information or whatever. But let me just tell you, we report what we gather from our local health department and our state officials. And so Alex and I both, and Alex will touch on it too, we're both today, really aggravated because we feel that the chain of actually information is just not what it should be. We should be notified as soon as we have a positive case. We feel that we should be at least notified by either the hospital or our health department or some other reporting agency in the state directly to us, well, we can notify you. Not a name. We know HIPAA laws come in and all this stuff, but we're in a national emergency right now, and we've got to realize that the government, the federal and the state government, they need to realize that we are the people here talking to you and relaying this. So we should at least get the community that's involved, possibly, where we know where that's at in our counties. Now, Dade County's not the only one. We've been on the phone. Alex been on the phone with several counties. I was on the phone yesterday to many, and it's not just Dade County. It's everywhere. And our public officials, our local public officials, are really upset with this. So you just bear with us. We give you what we can give you. I mean, what we have to give you. And I promise you, if we get a report that we've got any more cases, we'll call a conference just like we're doing right here within 45 minutes to an hour if it's 5 o'clock in the evening. So I want you to put your trust in us because we're telling you exactly what's reported to us. But I promise you this: come Monday, we've been working on this today. We're fixing to actually really do some serious calling. We have a state senator here with us today, Jeff Mullis, and that's one of the reasons he's here. He's got a lot of questions, that's been asked to him, and he's going to report on the state where they stand at. But he's going to help us on this and some other officials to try to actually find out exactly what's going on and make sure we're getting accurate reports. So I want you to know we're doing everything we can. And I just, it really aggravates me though, but we're doing everything we can. Every day we give you a report. And I just want to be sure that we're getting correct numbers. I feel these are correct numbers, but we just know, other people know that possibly there's more people out there. We know there's a lot of people being tested. And so there should not be 3 to 5 to 10 days in between that testing if it comes back positive, and when it comes back to us and we relay it to you. It's just the way it, I don't understand really. But anyway, I'll go ahead and give us the numbers today. As of just an hour or so ago, Georgia have 11,483 cases. That's confirmed cases. That's up from 9,881 yesterday. It's a big increase. We have 2 in Dade, which that's the same as we were yesterday. Walker County, they're up from 4 up to 6. They've got 2. Catoosa County, they're at 11. They were at 9 yesterday. Chattooga County, they were at 4 yesterday, and they went down. They were down from 5. They were at 5 yesterday, so they're down to 4. I don't understand that. But Whitfield County, they're at 24 today. They were at 20 yesterday. Floyd County stayed the same. They're at 99. Gordon County have 28. That's up from 26. Bartow County, 207. That's up from 196. There's 1,246 unknown cases that are in unknown counties, and these could be anywhere. There could be more in Dade County. There could be more in Walker. Could be more all the way down in Heard County. But that's a big number right there, because we know they're out there. Totally in Georgia, is 416 deaths. That's up from 369 as of yesterday. Our local counties here in Tennessee, we have Hamilton County. They went up 1, went from 97 to 98. Marion County went from 21 to 22. Grundy County, 16 to 17. They had 1. Sequatchie County is the same. I think they were the same in the last 3 days. Midge County is the same. Bradley County, they went from 25 to 28. They have 98 deaths. That's up from 79 yesterday. Our local Alabama counties that touch us. Jackson County, they stayed the same over 24 hours. DeKalb County, they're up to 17. They were 14 yesterday. They have 79 deaths statewide, and that's up from 70 yesterday. So the numbers keep going up. We do have some counties like that are the same. We're the same, but like I said yesterday, this thing's just going just now. We hoped that it was going to curve, and I hope it curves in the next week or so, next day or two. But looking at what we're looking at right here, I don't see it. Not in the next few days. So you need to follow your instructions and try to stay calm and try to make the best of this situation. I know people are tired of staying at home. They're tired of their businesses being closed, and they're getting irritated and agitated. But until these numbers change and we start going the other way, we know we're going to be this way until the 30th anyway, because of the governor's orders. And I think that was a smart move. I think he did the right thing, and hopefully we'll be at a point where he won't have to increase that or extend it. We have a hotline. I've had a lot of people, they call and they're concerned. They say, well, okay, these people here, they're over there, 20 people there standing there talking or whatever, and the neighbors next door. And it worries them. Well, here's a phone number. This is a hotline. It's posted. She has it, but I'll give it to you. This is a direct hotline, and trust me, the Department of Natural Resources, which that's our game wardens and our enforcement for the DNR, they will respond to this. I know that for a fact. I mean, they've shown me that in Dade County. But the number is 1-800-241-4113, and from what I understand, they answer that line 24/7. So when you call it, you're going to get some results. And so that's a good thing, because until April the 30th, I mean, we're living in a different world. We got to change our day-to-day thinking when we get up in the morning. I'll go ahead and bring Senator Mullis up here. He's nice enough this morning to give us a call and wanted to actually say some words. And so, Jeff, if you want to come on up and.
Thank you, Commissioner Rumley, and good to see everybody or talk to everybody here. It is a beautiful day in Dade County. Mayor Case, also appreciate all the work that the local officials are doing in this area to keep everybody safe. As you know, we're in uncharted territory. We've never been here before, and I'm sure this will change our lives forever, just like 9/11 did. So paying attention and seeing what we can do to help each other is an important thing. And let me say also, on a personal note, if you have some senior friends or senior neighbors or relatives, reach out to them and make sure they have what they need, because they are less likely to get out and get something for themselves because they have more at risk at their age. So please reach out to them and see if you can help them with food or with paper items or whatever they may need. Governor Kemp, as you know, is under a lot of pressure to make sure he handles this right. I know when we get older and we look back in 2020 and see if what we did helped or may not have been enough. But let me go over some frequently asked questions just so you'll know. First off, do I need a letter to provide that I can keep working? You do not need a letter from your company or from the government that you have the right to be out there. You just need to practice, again, all the restrictions like 6 feet apart. If you have gloves and masks, that'd probably be better for you. It's not required yet, but it is recommended. Or for any major operations and so forth, you're okay without a letter. What happens if I violate the governor's executive order? Well, it is a misdemeanor if you violate the governor's executive order. So again, if you just use common sense and put yourself in the right place, or the separation of space and all that, you will be okay. Does this mean that church services or funerals cannot be attended? Well, they are hoping churches are streaming their services, and I think a lot of them are. But for those that are not, please, again, use the 6 foot distance and make sure you have hand sanitizer and wash your hands frequently. And again, common sense is the key here. Can I go to state parks or play sports like golf or tennis? Well, I know Ted's a big tennis advocate, but I don't think he's been playing lately. But in this case, 10 people or less, and you still have to maintain your distance. So golf, you might could. Football and baseball, I don't think you could. So again, this is a common sense thing. But you can still do that, provided you give respect to the restrictions and so forth that we've mentioned earlier. I'm sure this is on the county's website, and I think Ted said it earlier, but the COVID 19 hotline, and I think Carrie will have it on the website if she doesn't already, is 844-442-2681. So if you have any questions, call them. If you have any emergencies regarding the virus, give them a call. Now, I want to talk about what Commissioner Rumley said earlier, and I'm not sure why they're not giving the locals information, but that's going to change Monday, because we need to know here locally what's going on so we can adjust and make sure that we take care of those things that may be in our regard that would help solve some of the problems. But we can't do it if we don't know. But we're going to know by first of the week. Secondly, I want to talk about the Small Business Administration loan. As you know, our businesses are struggling right now too, and some of them may not make it back. So we want to help them. The federal government has offered the small business declaration for either a loan or a grant that will help them through this process, provided they keep their employees. We're going to have that on the county's website too, but it is the SBA application for small businesses. If they contain their employers, they're going to get a loan that will be forgiven at the end of this crisis that we have. But if I can be of service to anybody, please give me a call. My number, as you hear on KWN often, is 706-375, and the birth of our nation, 1776. If there's something that we can do to help, please give us a call. If we don't know the answer, we'll find the answer out. This is all about relationships at the Capitol, and I have them to make sure we have what we need here. So God bless all of you. Mayor?
Thank you, Senator, and I appreciate you coming over to talk with us this afternoon. And as County Executive Rumley said, we've been on the phone a lot today with public health. It's a question we want to know for the safety of our first responders, our law enforcement, if our volunteer fire department rescue goes out, and especially our paramedics and EMTs. Now, we do protect ourselves on every medical call now, but it's still that ease to make the ease of these paramedics and EMTs and all the responders that they have to go home to their families. They have to get in their cars and ride. We disinfect everything so much, but it's just something that we feel those questions should come back to the county emergency management and EMS directors of this county. That's what we do to help that ease and make sure we're protecting that. We were on several other calls with other counties, as Ted mentioned, and they're feeling the same thing. But we do have some good relationships with our local hospitals, even across the state line. And part of this national emergency, there are some laws and some task force that are helping us. We're going to make some new changes and measurements, and with our current cases, working with Puckett EMS and our EMS as well to help follow through with that some more and try to do some more local control with that. Again, this is to make sure that our healthcare workers day to day are taken care of and protected so we can still go out and do these calls. We looked at some numbers, the Tri-State EMA Task Force through Dade, Walker, Catoosa, and Whitfield. We've been talking a lot by email and text, and we've done some numbers the other day to see how much more calls we've seen, and our calls have been up a little bit and down a little bit, and it's still the same. Even when a pandemic like this or any type of disaster happens, you still have the common type calls and the common type transports and things like that. So we are seeing the same that we've seen in the past at this time of the year and what we've seen the last 3 months. Also, we had a weather briefing at 2 o'clock. I know this is a Easter Sunday and it's hard. Again, a lot of our families are not able to get together and do this, but being an Easter Sunday, you know, the streaming of our services and what this is, we do have a very great potential of some storms coming in Sunday evening on into Monday. They've called for another weather briefing at 2 o'clock tomorrow and early Sunday morning sometime. So we will be monitoring that. We will be posting some information from the briefing we just had shortly after this on Dade County and Dade County Emergency Management page. There is some YouTube links available for Peachtree City, National Weather Service Peachtree City. That has a YouTube channel. It is up right now, but they got some pretty high confidence for damaging winds and up to 2.5 inches of rain for us. Again, we're in our spring season of storms with the beautiful day we have today and the cold fronts and all moving up, please monitor your local weather out of Chattanooga. We have some great meteorologists that knows what happens here. Our very own Patrick Core of Dade County is a great asset to us and me, a personal friend. Been a great help to us. The frustration, I guess, that Ted was talking about that we have is real. It's real every day. And when we go home, I've had my mom and my dad and my wife and my preacher and a lot of my friends of the church are calling me constantly and texting and praying. So we're praying for you. And I'm a very small part of a big team, but it is very frustrating. And I thank you for those prayers. I was watching a lot of the requests on our Facebook Lives thanking us for our duties. And again, we're a part of a big team here. These other folks out here working, doing day-to-day business, our tag office, our 911, the jail, public works, the courts building, everything doing through these divisions and what we're out here doing. It is trying. I appreciate everybody's comments they said and what they do, and I ask that, and I've said this several times, is pray for you and your family, this county, this city, and this great state and our nation. That's what's going to bring us through. And as a time we reflect the raising of our Savior, we can rise through this as well with thoughts and prayers. So thank you so much. I appreciate the great comments. Please visit these sites. Know that we're working hard for you, and I appreciate Senator Mullis being here today to listen to us.
Thank you, Alex and Senator Mullis. Thank you, Kerry, for doing this, and helping us broadcast this. But, just to sum up what I said a while ago, like Senator Mullis said, we're going to get some answers Monday. Alex Case here, he's our mayor of Trenton, but he's also our EMA director. He's director of emergency services. He's the person that should be notified. I'm not saying that everyone in the commission should be called about this, but he is our rep. He's the man that actually would be the contact. Every county has a person like this, and there's no reason why he should not be notified. We're not going to come on here and just tell you names of these people or whatever. We need to know what communities these people are from. That way we can tell you where you would know whether you had contact, maybe possibly with this person, or whatever. It's just a right thing to do, because we're not living in the world we were 3 weeks ago or a month ago. And I respect HIPAA laws, I really do. But we're talking the difference in whole communities actually possibly making a whole dent in those communities and not. And we were the people that are responsible for you. I know you know that because I get the calls. We do, and you're depending on us. That's why we do this every day. And we're going to do it, like I said, until these numbers really make a big turn and go back down. We're going to be here trying to explain to you. And if you want to know the real facts, and I'm not going to pad anything. Like I said, if we get anything good or bad here, 30 minutes from now, we're going to go right back on. Or if it's 10 hours from now or 5 hours, we're going to come back and we're going to talk to you, because this is what's happening in Dade County, good or bad. So I appreciate everyone being there. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Today's not Saturday. Hope you have a nice Good Friday, and we'll be back tomorrow. We'll also be back Easter Sunday at 3 o'clock, and we'll see you then. If you've got any questions at all, you can contact me at 423-667-8999, or you can go online and you can pull up any commissioner in this county. Or Alex's number. You call us. Don't sit there worrying to death. If you've got a question, you call us. I appreciate everyone. Okay, I'm sorry. We got one question.
The one question that we had was, will the storm shelters be open if needed?
Oh, yeah. We open. What we have will be. Yeah, that's what Alex.
So the administration building and
tomorrow. Yeah. At the 3 o'clock too. We'll have a weather briefing tomorrow too, right? You said, Alex?
2 and Sunday morning.
Yeah, and Sunday morning also. So he'll go into that tomorrow. Yeah, we will definitely. Yeah. Okay. Is there any other questions? Still got time. Shoot them to Carrie and she can ask me, or Alex, or Senator Mullis, either one. Okay, if not, we will be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and feel free to call me. I appreciate everyone working with us. Thank you so much.